Today, I am going to narrate the story of Rudrabhoomi. Greetings to everyone. The protagonist's name is Chandrasekhar. This story takes place 500 years after the era of kings and kingdoms. Chandrasekhar walked toward a big tree, which appeared ancient and weathered. Its roots were deeply buried in the ground, and its shade was cool and comforting. The chirping of birds echoed around the tree, and beside it, there was a small lake where pink lotus flowers floated. The clear reflection in the water brought peace to Chandrasekhar as he meditated there. Chandrasekhar, my name is Chandrasekhar, but you can call me Chandu. I belong to a village called Sapavaramu. In our village, my family had a long history of honor. However, I am an orphan as my parents passed away. Since then, I have been living with my uncle. My uncle's name is Ramakoti, and my aunt's name is Jayani. They have a son named Sampath. They own 60 acres of farmland and 25 pairs of buffaloes. I forgot to mention my father's name, Viraju, and my mother's name, Savithri. Speaking about myself, I learned to read and write, but I was never encouraged to pursue it further. My uncle assigned me to herd the buffaloes. Chandu hears his guru calling, "Chandrasekhara, wake up, my boy!" That is the voice of my guru. My guru and I live in this forest near this big tree, in a small hut near the lake. Here, I am learning the art of warfare under his guidance. Chandu opens his eyes. "What is it, Guruji?" "Guru, wake up! I need to talk to you today." They walked back to their hut. The night sky sparkled with stars, adding beauty to the surroundings. Cool breezes gently blew through the branches of the trees. The moonlight reflected on the lake's surface, creating a mesmerizing sight. Near the lake, a small fire burned, giving warmth to Guruji and Chandrasekhar. After dinner, they sat outdoors, conversing. Guru sighed. "Tomorrow morning I will leave." Chandu asked, "Where are you going, Guruji?" Guru replied, "To the Himalayas." Chandu asked, "Can I come with you, Guruji?" Guru replied, "No, you must first let go of your fears. I have taught you physical strength, mental resilience, and combat skills, but you still lack courage." Chandu said, "I do have courage, Guruji." Guru asked, "If so, catch a snake and bring it to me." Chandu replied, "A snake? No, Guruji. I can't do that." Immediately Guru replied, "You must let go of it, your fear, my boy." Chandu, "No, Guruji, that's not it." Guru, "All right, don't stay here for too long. Go to the capital and see what you can do." Chandu, "All right," he replied, instead of saying, "Yes." Guru, "At times, you must live as an outsider. Fine, go and rest." Next morning, Guru, "Chandrasekhar, I'm leaving." Chandu was in a sad mood and said, "Bye." Guru says, "Chandrasekhara, one thing you possess will lead you to greatness." Chandu smiled hesitantly. "You're always speaking in riddles, Guruji." Guru says, "Listen, when physical strength and martial skill are perfected, they will be of use to you. Without breaking a sweat, you will achieve what you need." Chandu replied, "All right, sir." Guru said, "Goodbye, Chandrasekhara." Saying this, the Guru left for the Himalayas. After his departure, Chandrasekhar continued living alone in the hut. Days passed as he performed his daily routines and practiced meditation near the tree by the lake. One day, he stopped his work and went into the forest in search of food. By afternoon, when he returned, he ate the fruits he had gathered, rested for a while, and then continued with his practice. Later, he meditated under a tree near the riverbank. While meditating, he heard an unusual noise. A golden light appeared in the sky, slowly descending. It crashed near the lake with a loud noise. Startled, Chandrasekhar remained seated, focusing on his meditation. The object emitted a greenish smoke that approached Chandrasekhar, causing him pain and discomfort. Losing consciousness, he stumbled back to the hut and fell asleep. The next morning, he went to investigate the lake and peeked into the pit where he had slept the previous night. He realized that he hadn't paid enough attention to it last night, but now it seemed important. Chandu saw a white stone in the pit, which, if touched, might release a lot of energy. He decided to hide it in his pouch. After completing his daily tasks, he sat outside, deep in thought. Chandu thought to himself, "What should I do? Okay, I will go to the capital tomorrow. But what will I do when I get there?" As he pondered, the words of his guru came to mind. "You have the strength to fight." Reflecting on this, he decided to sleep right there. The next day, he went into the forest for food, searching for something to satisfy his hunger. After traveling some distance, he sat under a tree and lost himself in thought. While he was thinking, a jackal, noticing him from a distance, began to approach. Chandu finished his thoughts and stood up to head towards his designated place. The jackal followed him. When Chandu reached his destination, he found himself surrounded by tall trees, bushes, and greenery. He sat under a tree, collecting fruits. From deep within the dense forest, the calls of wild birds echoed. As he was picking the fruits, the jackal arrived and sat in a nearby bush. Chandu continued his task, unaware of the jackal's movements. As he was picking the fruits and coming down, the jackal kept a close watch on him. At one point, Chandu turned around abruptly and saw the jackal. He panicked, and in his haste to escape, he ran. The jackal, quick on its feet, also chased after him. But unexpectedly, Chandu tripped and fell. The jackal leaped towards him, but Chandu quickly used the pouch of fruits as a shield, preventing the jackal from attacking him. Without wasting time, the jackal grabbed his legs, tossing him aside. It crashed into a nearby tree, but Chandu, frightened, did not stop running. He reached his shelter and went inside, sitting down to rest. While catching his breath, he reflected, "Even with physical strength and martial skills, I ran away in fear. If I continue like this, I will only serve as a laborer in my own home due to fear. I must get rid of this fear, or else my life will have been wasted." With that thought, Chandu fell asleep in the shelter. He woke up in the evening, completed his tasks, and once again meditated. The next day, he gathered food from the surrounding trees and began his journey. Thus begins the journey of Rudrabhoomi, a story about a secret warrior and a young prince's quest for their country's destiny.